it's Tracy from Tracy's Papers. Today I am doing a scrap 12 by 12 layout for a hop celebrating Helen Ding's 500 subscribers hop. She's given us a recipe saying to use tags, stitching, 2 or more photos, a white background, doodling or mixed media. So I'm going to give it a shot. I have cut out some stuff on my Cricut. Of course, I'm totally unorganised as usual. Cut out some stuff on the Cricut to put together. These are the photos I'm using. This is, as we know, Tanner and Freddie, my grandsons who went to Fiji in January. Aren't they lucky, 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 lucky? While in Fiji, they joined the Kids Club on the plantation island where they went, and they made these fantastic tie-dyed t-shirts, and they also made coconut boats. So my plan is to do some stenciling. I think this stencil looks a bit like tie-dye, so I'm going to do some stenciling in my background. I'm going to make my doofer from Cricut. I don't know about my tags, stitching. I don't have a sewing machine, and I might just do a rub on. We'll see how we go. So what I intend to do is, with some white gesso, I'm going to use some pretty bright colours because hey, it's Fiji and Fiji's bright. So I will probably use this distress paint, which is Abandoned Coral, Squeeze Lemonade, it's Tim Holtz, and Mermaid Lagoon, and maybe a green if I can find one. Not lettuce. Oh, there you go. How's that? Twisted Citron, that'll do. And yeah, I probably won't need to gesso it because it's acrylic paint. And yeah, so I'm going to leave my strip on for now. So here we go. These all need a good shake up, of course, like everything does. I actually bought a whole lot off Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. I think it was about $25 or $30, and I got about 40 or 50 different bottles. I was very excited about it. And of course, there, now that I've got them, I don't actually use them very much, so never mind. I am going to put some washi tape on there to hold it down. If I can find the end, there we go. It's a very dark, gloomy day here in Christchurch. I've got all the lights in the house. I don't actually have any lights to light up, so I've got a couple of overhead lamps on, so I'm hoping that's going to be bright enough. So yeah, I'm a bit excited. This is my first ever hop, and you know, 500 subscribers is nothing to cough at. And I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm really enjoying it. And Helen from the UK, I believe, listening to the accent, and she does some amazing layouts. So go and make sure you check out everybody else that's in the hop. Don't know how that gets on, but I'm just going to, as I say, start painting my background. Now my intention, I hope it works out, is for this to look like the tie-dye on their shirt. And I'm going to have to turn the stencil around because it's not a 12 by 12 stencil. But we'll see how we go. And there's a lovely tropical colours. You can hear some snoring. Storms on the ground down here, snoring her head off. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I've got the TV going in the lounge because I'm one of these people. I like to have background noise myself. I hope it doesn't come through and annoy everybody. And Bradley, my son's on holiday from work. He's got some leave, so he might thump past in the background, as teenage young 20-year-olds do. I'm surprised he's even out of bed, to be honest, but anyway. He's got a friend coming up from Dunedin. We moved up from Dunedin about 5 years ago, and some of the boys that he went to high school with, Hayden's coming up. They've got Armageddon this weekend, which is, you know, the cosplay comic thing, which they're right into, of course, being of their age. So I've got Hayden and Bradley are going to be having some fun this weekend. Oh, it's a bit crusty. Ugh. Oh, and now we've got Gus in here snoring as well. Fantastic. They're both on the floor, and Beth the cat's up on the bed saying, no, you can't join me. But they're funny critters. Yeah, so while they were on the plantation island, they have a kids club there for the kids to go to, where they did all sorts of activities. As I say, they made the tie-dye shirts, they made the coconut boats, which I think they raced around in the lagoon. They did crab racing, generalised fun by the sounds of it, bit of scuba diving, I believe, in the shallows on the off the beaches there. So yeah, fun was had by all. My mum lounged on the beach. Dad went scuba diving. I'll have some I'll be scrapbooking some of those photos at some point. I'm liking this. Trusty old rag. I'm hoping this will turn out. Lovely bright tropical colours. I'm not a pink girl. I get a bit sad when I see all these lovely girly papers come out, having all boys, of course. I've got 2 of my own and 2 grandsons. I suppose I've got a daughter-in-law. But I don't get to do very many girly layouts. Sometimes I will do my nieces in Australia, or my nieces down the road in Geraldine, but I don't get photos very often of them to scrap. I do have albums for my brothers and my sister's children, but yeah, so mainly boys. So this is nice to do, a nice bright layout for once. With bright colours and so my sons promised me next time they go to Fiji, it sounds like they're going to be making it a regular thing. Nice for them to be able to afford it. They're going to take Nine with them so she can babysit. I don't know about babysitting. I'd like to go and lie on the beach and drink pina coladas myself, but you know. Oops, that's kind of mixing colours. Excuse me, I got a bit of snivelly nose. As I say, it's starting to get really cold here in Christchurch, but winter is coming definitely, and I might do some few splashes down the bottom, just to make a mess, because we all like making messes, and it gets the paint off the brush too. And I've got paint everywhere, trust me. This is probably what the floor of the lanai or wherever they did their tie dyeing ended up looking at after the end of the day. I would presume. I've got paint all over my legs. I've got them all up my arms. Good grief, it's like being in kindergarten. Lovely. I will cheat now. Put those out of the way. I will let that dry for a bit. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, and hopefully by the time I get back it will be dry. I won't be sitting there to watch paint dry. I can't think of anything worse. So while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, story of my life, I'm going to put together the tropical scene. It's actually a cake topper that I found already pre-made on the old Cricut design centre, and I thought, oh, that'll do me, because I'm still trying to figure out how to use the Cricut, and so I figured I would use one and just make it smaller so it fitted my mat I wanted and the size I wanted. And I don't know, I'm getting there. I haven't had this thing for long. I bought it off a friend who didn't want to use it anymore. It saved me lots of money because I don't have a lot at the moment. I haven't worked for a while, as we know. So this is, now that I've found this, my days are getting busy, actually getting back into the thing of scrapbooking and looking for jobs and a bit of motivation. So it's good. But anyway, so I've been playing with the Cricut Design Centre. I don't know how to download any files or anything, so I try to use what's there, but I've managed to shrink it. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm just assembling the palm trees and the what have you. I don't know if you can see, sorry. Can we see? Can we see? Do I need to move up? Probably. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me. Little holes. Excuse the background noise, Bradley just walking past. So yeah, I'm quite in love with what you can do on the old cutty. I did have a silhouette portrait that I bought quite a few years ago because I got a big tax return, and of course you could only buy them in America then. So I got very excited and used my tax return and bought the silhouette, and I couldn't figure out how to work it. I did a couple of things. I've actually passed it on to my goddaughter, who has more idea. She's loving it. She has Cricuts as well. She makes decals, I don't know how you say it, and what have you, for on glasses and t-shirts, and as a little business for herself, and she's doing really well. So I said to her, hey Tali, I've got this other die cut hoofland dangle, would you like it? And that one's a bit big. And she went, sure, I'll give it a crack, Nige. And yeah, I haven't heard how it's going, but she's got it. I'm sure she'll tell me if it's no good. But yeah, pass it on to someone who can get more use out of it than I can. Let's change this up a little bit. This is a very bright layout, very tropical, and this is the first time. I used to complain quite a bit and I complained to Janet over at RTS about the lack of embellishments and things we can get in New Zealand, and yeah, I'm having fun making them now. It's my topper, my cakey thing, and I've got a title here that I'm going to put in there, and hopefully my paint will dry very soon. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I lost the last one that I taped, which isn't very good. As you can see, my paint is dry, my photos are matted. I have made a tag and a little bit of tropical floral arrangement here, like it would come, it looks a bit like a hibiscus, I thought. There's my topper, which I think I'll put there, something like that. I'm sorry, Helen, I haven't been able to get any stitching on this layout, I'm afraid. I've got glossy accents everywhere. What I am going to do is, with my bright green dye, I'm going to just dye around, make it a little bit greener. Right, now I'm going to fasten down my photos. Do it all wrong. Get it stuck down. It's going to be quite easy, very quick from here, even though the paint took 4 hours to dry, and I've painted the walls and my hands and my hair and the carpet and everything else. Is that going to work? Put that under there. Floral bouquet on. Get myself an enamel dot. This is going to be a very lumpy bumpy, that's all right. Do everything ask about face, as we say. Back to front, upside down. And we'll call it a day. I think I'm happy, very happy with that. That came together quite quickly at the end. Congratulations, Helen, on your 500 subscribers. Here's to another 500, then another 500, and another 500. Congratulations. Keep up your good work. Keep inspiring us and everybody else. Thank you so much. Everybody don't forget to go down and check out the playlist, which I'm sure will be linked somehow down below. Thanks and have a good day. Bye.